The Rural Radio Network, and we're talking midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, we've got triple-digit gains in both the live and feeder cattle. What's going on today?
Well, that's right, Bruce. We do. We're seeing some decent money being paid out there as far as cash cattle go this or today so far. We're seeing 231 bids and passed here in Nebraska. We got 221 traded early this morning in Texas. We've got 222 trading in Kansas right now, and the rest of the north is fairly quiet here. So after the last couple of days of sell-off here, it's not surprising to see somewhat of a rebound here. This market's still in a very large uptrend, obviously. With the lows that we posted here on Tuesday, they're going to be major support for both feeders and live cattle. We are also seeing some bull spreading going on. August gaining on the October gaining on the December gaining on the February in the live cattle. And on the feeder cattle side of things here, August gaining on September gaining on October, and October gaining on November. Now, that feeder cattle index today looks like it's going to be up about $1.91, around $297.75, with the daily number going into that at 303.93 on 4,091 heads. So that's what's helping prop the index up here. We didn't really see any fallout here from the whole Congress, pushing off this tariff deal here by the president's tariff deal. Don't really know if there's going to be much affected there as far as the cattle go. But what I am watching here is the equity market here is starting to sell off a little bit. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. So we'll have to watch ourselves here as we move in here through the rest of the session here and as we round out the week, Bruce.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. That's the livestock market analyst, Kyle Bumsted. If you want to talk to Kyle, call him at 308-708-7340. And do remember, trading futures and options involves risk and loss and might not be suitable for all investors. And you're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
In this Building Nebraska Minute, we're featuring Josh Holmquist of Normal Roasting Company in Burwell, who joined us on the Building Nebraska podcast. While selling both wholesale and retail coffee, Holmquist takes pride in being able to help other coffee enthusiasts and shop owners.
I am the only coffee technician between Lincoln and Denver, so there's just a ton of country out here that's not being very well supported.
Holmquist says being a coffee technician has allowed him to foster a sense of community over competition.
It's been a lot of fun having the opportunity to just get out into these other communities and meet these other coffee shop owners. Not only serve my wholesale customers that we serve as a roastery, but also working with coffee shops that don't serve our product, and that's totally fine. There's plenty of market share out there for everybody.
Learn more about Normal Roasting Company's story in their episode of the Building Nebraska podcast, available on your favorite podcast platform and powered by the Angler Agribusiness Entrepreneurship Program at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
This is a market update. I'm Bruce Gorder on the Rural Radio Network. A federal trade court ruling overnight blocked most of President Trump's tariffs, though that's unlikely to aid relations with China. Soybeans and oil are holding in despite a weaker trend for the grains and oilseeds overall. More rains are on tap next week to aid the bulk of U.S. crops, with a previously feared drought pattern for the Corn Belt this summer looking like it will fail to materialize at this point. Crop ratings should improve for most going forward. And those light rains moved out of the eastern Corn Belt yesterday, with some heavier precip falling in the Central Plains through this morning, shifting through the southern and southeastern U.S. once again today and tomorrow. July corn is down 6 cents at $4.45. December is down 4 at $4.39.5. July soybeans 1 1/4 lower at $10.47 1/4. November down 3 3/4 at $10.33 3/4. July wheat in Chicago down 1 1/4 at $5.29. July wheat in Kansas City up 1 1/2 at $5.26 3/4. And July spring wheat in Minneapolis up 3 3/4 at $6.07. June live cattle up $1.32 at $215.25. August up $1.67 at $209.85. August feeder cattle $3.50 higher at $299.12. September up $3.32 at $297.80. June lean hogs are down 5 cents at $100.22. July down 30 at $103. Class 3 milk for June is down 8 cents at $19.27. The July contract down 25 at $19.68. This is the Rural Radio.